breaking news coming out of the Arizona Cardinals camp, and of course, it has to deal with two different quarterbacks on the Arizona Cardinals roster. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Follow me on all my social platforms, and definitely don't be one of these guys that hover around this channel. Subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free, and make sure you put your post notification bell on as well, just so you're aware when we go live or when we drop the next breaking news video for the Cardinals. Alright, Aaron, let's dive right into the big breaking news that dropped for the Arizona Cardinals. We got two bombshells this morning. One of them has to do with Kyler Murray, and the other one has to do with Colt McCoy. Let's dive into the Kyler Murray one first, and then we'll dive into the Colt McCoy situation. The first report says this from Ian Rappaport, and it was also confirmed from Adam Schefter, so all the insiders are saying this. Now, this is what the tweet says. The Arizona Cardinals will keep quarterback Kyler Murray on the reserve/PUP list to begin the season. As Murray continues to recover from the ACL injuries suffered late last season, sources say. He'll be out at least the first 4 games, which is not a surprise. Now, obviously, we talked about this in a prior video where if the Arizona Cardinals chose to not remove him off the PUP list, he had to, or he was going to miss a total of 4 games. Now, please keep in mind that the Arizona Cardinals can still decide to keep him on the PUP list if they feel like he's not ready come week 5, right? Or getting ready for week 5. So a lot to unfold with that whole situation. I was one of those guys where I was very optimistic that I felt like Kyler Murray was coming back sooner rather than later. I said projection of about, what, week 3 to week 5. So I'm still kind of alive with my week 5 prediction. But as of right now, it might not be looking good here for Kyler Murray because he's still not going to be able to practice with any of, you know, these wide receiver ones, these tight end ones, running back ones, unless he's completely removed off the P list. So that's going to be a lot of, you know, catching up to do, especially with the brand new system. Now, he did say that he was, you know, trying to keep up to date as much as he possibly can off the field, but you got to keep in mind that the best thing is live reps, right? And live reps with all these new guys that we have, right? With your Michael Wilsons, right? Your Zach Pascal, right? Your new guys that you're bringing in here that you want to connect that chemistry with. And as of right now, we're not going to be seeing Kyler Murray at least for the first 4 weeks. Now, I did see a rumor out here that there's some NFL people out there that truly believe that Kyler Murray is not going to be playing throughout the rest of the season, right? If that comes down to it and we truly don't see Kyler Murray for the rest of the season, then obviously tank mode, right? I would say at that very moment, but right now it's just a rumor. I don't want to plant a seed and get anybody panicky at this very moment, but as of right now, there is a rumor out there saying that some NFL people truly feel that Kyler Murray might not even play at all this year. So we'll have to wait on that one, TBD. But let's get to the other breaking news here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it has to do with veteran quarterback Colt McCoy, and this was also confirmed by all the big insiders, right? And that is that the Arizona Cardinals have now released veteran quarterback Colt McCoy and is no longer a member of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it obviously makes a lot more sense why we ended up getting Joshua Dobbs and bringing him into this roster, right? It makes a lot more sense now. So we all thought, or at least I thought, the quarterback competition 2 weeks ago or a week ago, that it was going to come down to Clayton Tune or Colt McCoy, right? We all, at least I thought that. Now we know for a fact that Colt McCoy is no longer in the mix, right? It's not Colt McCoy anymore. It's Clayton Tune or Joshua Dobbs, which is a guy that comes from Cleveland. I think also spent some time with the Tennessee Titans. Now, I think there are some people out there that truly believe that Joshua Dobbs might be getting the upper hand because of the connection between him and Drew Petzing, and him knowing the system. I hope that's not the case personally. I would rather us see what Clayton Tune can do. At least in my opinion, I think he showed some flashes. Like he wasn't great in preseason. I'll say he wasn't great, but you know, he showed some flashes. He had some really good throws in preseason. So I hope the Cardinals stay that route. But as of right now, it's not my decision, right? It's going to be the decision of the Arizona Cardinals to choose what they decide to do. Now, there is a connection between Joshua Dobbs and Drew Petzing. That is the truth. But there also needs to be a connection between Joshua Dobbs and these wide receivers, right? although you might know the system, you don't have the chemistry, right? You don't have the chemistry like a Clayton Tune might have. Now, yes, we do acknowledge the fact that Colt McCoy had the majority of the first team reps, right? We all know that. The majority of the first team reps were coming from Colt McCoy. Clayton Tune did have some first team reps, you know, in training camp and also just in practice, just in general, but that's something that Joshua Dobbs lacks, right? He doesn't have those team reps, those chemistry reps. So I hope that Clayton Tune might have the upper hand because of that. As of right now, we still maybe have about a little less than 2 weeks before we find out officially who's going to be QB1 here for the Arizona Cardinals heading into the 2023 season. But I truly don't think that the Arizona Cardinals right now really know who's going to be QB1, right? Either Clayton Tune or Joshua Dobbs. Now, I think it's going to be it's going to be very telling to see how these next practices are going to go, right? Obviously, the internal practices to see how Joshua Dobbs is going to kind of catch up and figure out a way to master this offense if that's what Drew Petzing and JG decide to do. But honestly, at this very moment, hopefully it's Clayton Tune, but we'll have to kind of wait and see. What are your guys' thoughts on this whole situation, right? Do you guys want Clayton Tune to be QB1 or do you want Joshua Dobbs because of the connection between him and Drew Petzing? How do you feel about Kyler Murray, right? Not going to be available for the first 4 games. How do you feel about Colt McCoy being released and no longer being a member of the Arizona Cardinals and no longer in the mix for a quarterback role for the Cardinals? Let me know in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. As always, go Cards.